Expensify is expense reports that don't suck.
Expensify is a cool group of people who are trying to solve the issue of completing very boring expense reports.
It's a very unique company. We are essentially a flat organization.
There aren't really many job titles.
In practice, what that means is every day I can pick and choose the tasks that I want to work on.
The way we make that work is everyone who comes to the office is trying to help everyone else.
Transparency, writing things down, and making sure that everything we're doing, everybody else can learn from.
The onboarding process was interesting. We have a lot of documentation.
Our documentation at Expensify has been fairly terrible in the past. People would rather talk to someone who has more knowledge than to go search through all these pages of documentation that we wrote in the past. So one of the major approaches that we took to this was implementing Stack Overflow Teams because people are already familiar with the platform.
Any programmer knows how to use Stack Overflow, and so to have it applied to a single code base is just that much more valuable.
Stack Overflow for Teams is the beauty and the magic of Stack Overflow limited to information that is internal to the company.
It's a great place to have a question and answer repository for all kinds of team and company-based knowledge.
People ask questions on GitHub and Slack, and those can get lost, but with Stack Overflow, they're never going to get lost in other discussions around them.
We're a pretty remote company, so we utilize Slack and have a lot of international developers and developers around the country.
The Slack API integration at Stack Overflow is mostly to get people to switch over their mentality of, I'm going to ask this question to everybody, but it's going to get lost in Slack.
Whenever there's a new question, everyone gets notified. We get answers really, really quickly.
One of the things we like about Expensify is that everybody can ask questions to anybody on any team at any time, and Stack Overflow makes this very easy.
Everyone has a certain amount of code base that they are very comfortable with. But sometimes you might know about an issue much more deeply than the so-called subject matter expert.
Anybody can answer them regardless of experience.
It gives an open opportunity to everyone who has the knowledge to share it, and there's no bias.
I don't have to go through the hassle of finding someone who knows the answer, figuring out if they're available or online, and then talking to them. That conversation has already happened, it's just on Stack Overflow.
So it originally started as just a place for engineers because engineers were kind of used to it with the original Stack Overflow. But as we started to use it and see how nice it was to have a repository of information, we started to see it spread to other teams. So our customer support team started using it, our people success team started using it. Next thing we knew, we had integrations all over the place and Stack Overflow being used across the company.
If I have a stupid question, probably someone else has already asked it. So when I go to Stack Overflow for Teams and I'm looking for a question, oh, great, that saved my face.
Stack Overflow for Teams saves me at least 1 hour every week.
A couple hours a week.
2 to 3 hours every week.
About 2 hours per week.
Probably around 2 to 3 hours per week. But I think it's also important to note that I save other people multiple hours as well because of the answers that I'm replying to.